Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first match preview of the season. We're back. We're back. It's been quite a quick summer, hasn't it? Let's be honest. It's been a really quick summer. The business that we've done has been really good. The pre-season friendlies have gone. They've flown by. It feels like a few weeks ago we were at Matlock. Um, we kind of were, not too long ago, Matlock. But you get what I mean. It's been so quick since that day away at Warsaw. Obviously, unfortunate. However, we're back for another year, and I'm excited personally. So yeah, welcome to the match preview. Do apologise if maybe the audio is a bit iffy or the camera. Obviously, this is all a work in progress. It's a new overlay, new thumbnail. I'm actually streaming on a new streaming provider or streaming like application as well. So a lot of this is very new for me, but it seems to be going well so far. How are we all doing in chat? Feel free to comment as we get on with the match preview. So, a few things I'll be looking at today. I have a computer on the side. We're going to be looking at the Barrow squad. We're going to be looking at where I predicted both teams. We're going to be looking at the club's stats in pre-season, and then at the end, we're going to go through my fan hub lineup ahead of tomorrow's game against Barrow, which this time tomorrow it will all be over. We would have either not got any points, got one or three this time tomorrow. So yeah, let's have a start then. Let's start with the my predictions. Now, if you follow or subscribe to the YouTube channel down the bottom there, Joe B the second, you would have known that I released all three predictions for next season's League Two, League One, and Championship predictions. So yeah, if you haven't already checked that out, go watch it. It'll be in my link tree, which is in my YouTube's bio. So just click that, scroll down, you should see a little tab there saying Joe B the second. Go and subscribe to it now. Five videos on there now. One of them's a what I call a yap session. Basically what I'm doing right now, just yapping, just talking, just filling in the space. And that's like a Q&A. So go and watch that. It's like the first video. And then the other one is a League One home kit ranking video for next season. So a bunch of content all on there to get your hands on. So go give that a watch now. Go subscribe to Joe the second. But yeah, on to the point. Made that prediction video. You would have already known these predictions, but I'm going to explain a bit more depth now. So I predicted us to finish second. I think we will go up this season. I really do. I think this is the best opportunity for us. I think we've got a cracking squad for this division. And I in my predictions video, I actually listed off just a few players that we've got the likes of Zach Kemi in goal, Premier League, Scottish Premier League experience. At the back, you've got Lewis Gordon, Vonta Daly Camp, who looks really quite good, or has looked really quite good in pre-season. Whether he'll start tomorrow is a different story, as I don't know yet. And you'll hear if I think he should start later on in the predicted lineup. But yeah, he's looked really good. And then you get into the centre backs with Shea Dunkley and Carl McFadden. Look to be the leading two next season. I think you can get Naylor there if you need to. Moving on to midfield, you've got John Fleck, Ryan Stirk, who's come in, who look to be the two partnering two. Tons of experience. Obviously, one's slightly younger than the other, and obviously slightly less experienced. But Ryan Stirk is just a cracking addition for this division. And then you get up front, you've got Lee Bonner, who'll be interesting to watch, Will Grigg, Paddy Madden, Dylan Marcandy, Armando Dobra, Dylan Duffy. You look at that and you think that's a good Chesterfield team. And with us being at home tomorrow, as you all probably know, it's the best possible opportunity to get a good start. However, Barrow will not be a rollover. They'll come here with, obviously knowing that we're a good team. We'll definitely concede tomorrow, 100%. That's what I'm thinking. They'll come here, they'll score 100%, and then we'll just have to. It's gonna be one of them years. I think we're just gonna have to outscore our opponents, and I know that sounds stupid because that's the case in every football game, but I think there's gonna be a lot of games this season when we might go 2-0 down or 1-0 down. We end up winning 3-2 or 4-2 or whatever it may be. I think there'll be quite a lot of that this season, and that's why I put Chesterfield second. You can check out who I predicted top by watching that video on Joby the second, my second channel. On to Barrow now. I predicted them 19th, quite close to the bottom. Obviously in that sort of area of having a poor season. I said I look at that squad. And it looks relatively new. They've brought in a lot of players. Some, quite old, some quite young. Excuse me. And I think, I just think for Barrow this season, excuse me, it looks like a struggling season for them, in my opinion. We'll see though with Barrow. They might come over to town tomorrow and take the piss out of us. I mean, who knows? It's one of them things, isn't it? We'll just have to see. So that's what I think about Barrow. Let's have a little look at their squad now before moving into some pre-season statistics. We'll go through each and every single player. Will Stalley. What? Stalley. Will Stanway, 24. Goalkeeper Ben Winterbottom, just coming from Brentford, 24 as well. So they've got that youth. They're getting that sort of learning curve of players in. Then you've got centre backs now of Lewis Shipley coming in from Norwich, 21. Now Kavanagh, the club's captain, 34 he is. Charlie Raglan, former Sparrow, as you all probably know, 32, coming in from Oldham at centre back as well. And at left back, you've got Ben Jackson, 24 there. We've got quite a short, small squad. As we get into the midfield now, Scott Smith, defensive midfielder, coming in from Wigan. MJ Williams, is that actually his name, MJ? He's 29 and from Wales. That is actually his name. His name is MJ Williams. That was Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan Williams. Wow. MJ Williams there, 29, defensive midfielder. Raheem Harper coming in from Port Vale, 25. Jack Earing, another central midfielder, coming in from Walsall, 26. More central midfielders, Isaac Fletcher, 23. Sam Foley, 38. So he's getting on a bit into. He'll go score now tomorrow. Regan Booty coming in from non-league Gateshead there. 27. Elliot Newby, we've known about him before. 29. He's a right midfielder, and as well as David Worrell, 35, also a right midfielder. Tom, this is a right winger, 32, coming in from Derby. Tom Barkhusen, I believe is how you say that. 28, right winger Connor Mahoney. Michael Adepoku, 19, on loan from Watford. Sorry, I'm on Transfer Market here, if you are wondering. I'm just reading these off. Having a look at their squad. Ines Cameron coming in from Kilmarnock, 24. Tyler Walker coming in from Lincoln, centre forward, 28. Two more now, two centre forwards, Katai Koyute, 21, and Kane Hemmings coming in from Crewe at 33. So we look at all that, you can clearly see the mix there of youth and experience. Andy Wing there now. We have a look at their top arrivals and departures now. We talked about a bunch of these incomings, such as Tom Barcusen from Derby, free transfer, Scott Smith from Wigan, free transfer, Regan Harper, Port Vale, coming in, free transfer, Lewis Shipley, Norwich, free transfer, Inns Cameron from Kilmarnock, free transfer again. Most of these are going to be free transfers. Yeah, they brought in quite a lot, actually. Tyler Walker, Lincoln. These are all free transfers, by the way. Jack Earing from Walsall, Kane Hemmings from Crewe, Charlie Raglan from Oldham, Ben Winterbottom from Brentford. And we talked about Michael Adepoku, who's on loan from Norwich under-21s. Regan Booty, Gateshead, and John Shamalo, who comes back in after a loan from Bedford in the National League North. We have a little look at their departures now. Now they have had some. They have had some noticeable ones. The one that stood out for me was Dean Campbell. He's gone to Northampton. Kean Spence gone to Rotherham. Robbie Gotts gone to Doncaster. Jared Garner to Newport. Dom Telford to Gateshead. That's a cracking sign of a Gateshead, that is. Charlie Kirk, wow, he's gone to Altrincham. Isn't Charlie Kirk a politician? Hang on. Well, am I an idiot? Oh, he's not a politician. He's a political activist. So he is, yeah. Well, don't know how to feel about that. What do you say after that? Yeah, Charlie Kirk at Altrincham. Junior Tianeza, I believe is how you say that, to Wealdstone. Emil Aqua to Dundee. Four, gone. Been released with and currently not got a club. That includes Theo Lazo, Maziza Gumbo, Paul Farnham, and Sam Barnes. And them two we obviously talked about, so I won't mention them. But how do I feel about Barrow? I think is what the question I'm trying to get here. I feel I like Andy Wing. I have nothing against him, but I feel they're a team that just look very new and very inexperienced, mainly with each other, more than anything. It's a very, very. There's a lot of signings in there. Quite a lot have gone as well. So they've had almost like a rebuild. Sometimes that could be good. Sometimes that could be really poor. I do slightly worry Barrow, which is why I put them in 19th there. So, moving on, now we've had a little look at our opposition. Let's look at both teams' stats ahead of tomorrow's fixture. Starting off with Chesterfield, now I must say, it's very difficult to sort of do a match preview based on pre-season. I'm going off of pre-season. There's been no games. You can't really base it off signings, especially with stats. So I'm looking at pre-season now. Before I get into this, I know pre-season does not matter. You know, it's not got any seriousness to it. But I'm making a match preview. I'm looking at the stats, and this is what they are. Chesterfield have played 5. 1-2, lost 2, drawn 2. Bear in mind as well that these are against all different types of opposition. For example, Chesterfield played Matlock, about 3 divisions below, as well as them playing Nottingham Forest during the Premier League. So for both teams, opposition varies, so don't look into this too much. Chesterfield scored 8 and conceded 7. Barrow played 6, won 4, lost 2, drawn none. Scored 8, conceded 2. Now, I think once the season starts, and I think mainly after 5 games, obviously the match previews would be much easier to write down, put stats down too. But for now, this is just what it's going to have to be. Both teams scoring 8. Barrow played 6 games, conceded 2. Now that does look to be impressive. Winning 4 in the meantime. That definitely looks interesting there for Barrow. You sort of know what team they're going to be tomorrow, Barrow. They sort of sit behind the ball and go at an attack when they can. Sort of team. Right, we're going to move on to Fan Hub now. We'll start off with the Fan Hub 5s, actually, because why not? Why not? It's sponsored by Midnight now. So they've got Warsaw against Swindon, win, lose, or draw. I am going to go with a Warsaw win. MK Dons against Oldham, win, lose, or draw. MK Dons win that. Sorry, my thing's gone off. Grimsby against Crawley, win, lose, or draw. That's a tough one. Because they're at home, I'll go with Grimsby. Cambridge against Cheltenham, win, lose, or draw. That one is a draw for me. Bristol Rovers against Harrogate Town, win, lose, or draw. Going Bristol Rovers. So, what have I gone with? Warsaw to beat Swindon, MK Dons to beat Oldham, Grimsby to beat Crawley, Cambridge and Cheltenham to draw, and Bristol Rovers to beat Harrogate Town. And I'm locking that in. I'm saving that. We'll see how I do. Let's see how I do. I might post it on my Instagram or something like that. So yeah, they are my 5s. The second part of Fan Hub now is the predicted lineup. So obviously, I think in goal, it's got to be Zach Hemming, hasn't it? Number 1 got to go in. Right back, I'm going with Vontae Daly-Campbell. Sorry, I keep shaking the camera. I really like how he's performed in pre-season. I think he looks really quite free in attacking. Obviously, he's been a bit unlucky at Chesterfield with injuries so far. But I think so far, by what we've seen of him in this pre-season, he looks to be really up for it and really going for it. And I'm looking forward to seeing him. I would start him tomorrow over Chesterfield or, worst comes to worst, Mandeville. Obvious 2 centre-backs. It's got to be Shea Dunkley and Carl McFadden. Their experience, quality, they both show. They did struggle, I will admit, against Sheffield United a little bit, but I thought they were brilliant against Nottingham Forest. I thought they were brilliant against Burton, and I think they'll be brilliant this season, them two being a partnership. For me, it's about whether they'll stay fit. In left back, I would go with obviously Adam Lewis and Lewis Gordon have had probably even amount of time pre-season. I would pick Lewis Gordon for now. Moving on to midfield. Sorry if the screen shakes. I'm just moving all the icons because I'm doing a 4-2-3-1 formation, which is the Cook way, isn't it? 2 holding midfielders. John Fleck, very obviously. There, and then Ryan Stirk. There. Them 2 just look brilliant. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant with each other. Fleck had a good pre-season, no injury. So far at least anyway. I think he's looked really good. I think he'll be very crucial to this Chesterfield team next season, John Fleck. Sort of under the radar a bit. Attacking 3 now. It's got to be the main one, hasn't it? Where is he? Where is our Dylan? And I don't mean Duffy. Dylan Marcandy. On the right, in the centre, I am going with Armando Dobra. And on the left, I'm going with Dylan Duffy. I've really liked Dylan Duffy so far this pre-season. I think he's looked really sharp and precise with where he wants to play, where he wants to dribble. I've really liked him so far, and I think I would start him tomorrow. Obviously, yeah, he was a bit of a substitute towards the end of last season. But, you know, Doncaster, Crew, he got that goal. When he can, when he pops a shot, he can pop a shot, if you know what I mean. And up front, obviously between Bonis and Grigg, I'm going to go with Bonis. I look at Grigg now and I think of a super sub for Will Grigg. Obviously, he's capable of much more than that. But with Lee Bonis, if we can get him firing and he starts to bloat or something like that, what a substitution it would be to have Will Grigg. For the last 20 minutes of the game, a fully energized Will Grigg to give them already blowing defenders a bit of another nightmare. I think it in that aspect, it's just brilliant. And if you told me years ago we'd have Will Grigg as a backup, mental, absolute mental. So that's my team. My predicted lineup, obviously predicted, is basically the team I'd want to play. The team I would pick if I was the manager, let's just say. In goal, Hemming, back four of Vonta Daly-Campbell, Shea Dunkley, Carl McFadden and Lewis Gordon. Holding two midfielders of John Fleck and Ryan Stirk. Three attacking midfielders of Dylan Marcandy, Armando Dobra and Dylan Duffy. And the leading the line up front, I've gone with Lee Bonis. And I am locking that in. I am saving it. And yeah, that's all done. Final thing for the match preview, my prediction. What do I think is going to happen tomorrow? I think it'll be a tough game. I do. I don't think we'll roll over them. I think they'll score 100%. However, I do think we will get a win. I do. I think we'll open this League 2 season off with a win and 3 points on the board. I'm going with Chesterfield 3, Barrow 2. So I think it'll be quite high scoring. But I'm looking forward to it. I do think we'll win. And yeah, let me know your comments, your predictions in the comments, as well as in the live chat if you are here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all from the match preview. Make sure to watch this before the game tomorrow if you haven't. If you want to rewatch it or whatnot. And yeah, I'll see you all for the match reaction, which should be likely a few hours after the game. It'll be something similar to this, just different overlay, different thumbnails. I'll probably do like a play rating system and stuff like that. Just give my thoughts on the game and a little bit maybe information on the vlog tomorrow. But for now, guys, that's it from me. Thank you all so much for watching the live stream, to all the live viewers, and if you're watching it as a video. But for now, guys, I'll see you all soon. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.